Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, Matt with Green Bar Trading. And I am so excited. I am back in my home office. My parents are not staying with us right now. I have two brothers. So whenever they come visit, they go and they try to hit as many households as possible so that they can see all their grandkids. So I was kind of kicked out of my element for this past week. And I was making videos on the couch, you guys saw, with my daughters, before school. And I was still trying to get things out there. But now I'm back. I'm in my happy place. I'm in my home office and I feel comfortable. I don't know if you guys have ever kind of, been taken out of your comfort zone. It's a little weird, and then I lost Wi-Fi on, I think it was Friday. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. But anyway, I'm really excited about this video, the weekly watch list. And we have some really good things in this video, and I'm going to try to make it as fast as possible because these videos can go on pretty long because I'm trying to get everything in there that I see, because I do a ton of research on the weekend, like more than you can possibly imagine. And it's all up here. So trying to get it all out without forgetting, because I have very little things written down, it's very difficult. So I'm going to try to go over what we saw last week, with the Fed, and they announced the tapering that they were going to be doing. Everything they said, the market already is expecting. So whenever that happens and they don't surprise, that's a good thing for the market. The market does not like surprises from the Fed. So they've just been doing their thing, and it's been great for the market. So, we'll go over that. And then I'll go over, this coming week and the economic, news, the economic calendar, and, all that stuff. I'll start by, showing the SPY, the Qs on the daily chart, where we see, price going, where I see price going. Because to me, the charts are what tells the story. I watch, price obviously intraday, but I like to take a look on a bigger time frame so that I can see very clearly without those intraday emotions of watching the 1 minute chart. You could kind of pull it back, take a step back, and you can see, okay, this is what we're looking at. And I'll show you guys that. Plus, let's see, I have 6 stocks for this week that are on my watch list, and I really like these picks. So I'll do that, towards the end. But I think just to get started here, I want to go over and show you our Discord. So the Discord has been one of the greatest things for me anyway. When I first started this, I was not expecting to grow a community so fast. I was trading alone, like a lot of people do when they first start. They don't have these really good, communities to trade in and to bounce ideas off of. And just for the call outs alone, you can't watch every stock. So being in a community is a great thing. So that's why I started our Discord. So when I started this, definitely wasn't expecting the growth that I've seen. So with that growth, I have had to, do so much more, work to keep up with the demand that I've seen. When I have this many people that are in here and, over on YouTube, I have to be giving really good value and content, because to be honest, when there's people that are watching me and, looking at this stuff and looking at my community and the different members that are in here, it's a lot of pressure to really give the best. And, I am dedicated 1000% to helping new traders, even traders that have been trading for a while that are struggling. I know how hard that is. So having this support system and trading in a community is just so much better. So anyway, that's why I'm offering this. It's a one-time payment. It's $99. You get in by December. You don't have to worry about paying a monthly subscription that I'm going to eventually be doing in December and then the start of the next year. So, $99 lifetime. You're in a great community for all the work and everything put into it. I think that is very reasonable, especially seeing what other people are charging. This is really, really great. And it's a great community. And I just really, really have found that it has changed my trading, which has been surprising, just seeing the value. So that's been awesome. So, with that being said, I want to start with a little bit cleaner of a chart. So this is my Webull account. For those that don't know, I started up a Webull account for options trading. I still use Thinkorswim every day. That platform for me is heads and tails better than Webull, but Webull for options is totally fine, and it's free. So Webull trading options for free instead of paying the commissions at Thinkorswim is a no-brainer. Now, will I be trading momentum stocks on Webull? Absolutely not. And I don't recommend you doing that. But options works great. Okay, so, all right, we're on the cues. Let's just start there. This is the daily chart, and I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger so that you guys can see. After that huge dip down on Monday, we have climbed out of the hole, and it's just crazy to see that it has happened on the 17th, 18th, 19th of every month. So those options expirations are really looking like these are the root causes, for these mini little, pullbacks that we see. This one was really big, but do you see this candle here on Monday? That is a bullish hammer. It's the same type of candle that's on the SPY. This is a bullish sign. So if you were lucky enough to buy the dip, and we were calling it out in our Discord, a lot of us got involved down here, which, if the market continues higher, which I think it's going to, we're going to reap the benefits of, buying this dip, calling it out, being in that community, seeing what other people are doing, and realizing that while we broke the 50 moving average, right, which is now sitting at 370, we're at 373, we regained the 50 moving average. Since we did that, the bullishness is totally on the table. We broke the 50, which was a huge technical break that has not happened all year, to regaining it in the same week. Very bullish. So looking at the SPY is sort of the same thing. And, I posted this over on Twitter, I believe. This candle, I mean, that is a great daily candle. And after that candle, you can see the next 4 days, we regained the 50 moving average on the SPY, which sits at about 442, 443. So, we're just above that right now. Everything is looking pretty decent for this continued rebound. And I also like the RSI is still, fairly low. So there's a lot more room for the relative strength index over here to move up. We kind of stalled a little bit. That's normal after such a bounce off the bottom. So, I really like the way that the market overall is shaping up for this week. It's almost like everything happens back here, right? So every month you get that pullback and then you get to new highs. New highs for us is $11 more on the SPY. That is a huge move if the pattern repeats. Doesn't mean it has to, but if it does, a SPY up here is really, really good for all the underlying stocks. So, keep that in mind. Now we'll be off Webull. Now, what I want to show you guys really quickly, this will take 2 seconds, is the economic calendar for the week. So on Monday, you have at 8:30 in the morning, a couple of these types of things, durable good orders, some stuff that the Fed likes to look at. And, this nothing really crazy that's jumping out at me for this week. Last week was such a heavy week. Even the week before that was such a heavy week that affected markets. I don't think that that's really going to be the case for this week. And then you have Thursday and then Friday. These are numbers that are going to be used, by the Fed. The Fed wants to see these types of inflationary, data, and they use all this to make policy. So, it is still important to know. And also this week is actually really important in that the Fed and Janet Yellen, which is the Treasury Secretary, is going to be speaking to the House. They are trying to raise the debt ceiling. Now, it's a big political thing. It's just political theater. I wouldn't put too much, into it, because politics, Yellen and Powell, they're going to insist that they raise the debt ceiling. If they don't, there's all kinds of defaults that can happen. Our credit rating for our country could go down. None of this stuff they are going to let happen. You also have this big infrastructure bill that is like $3.5 trillion. And that's also causing a lot of political, battles as well. That's something that, it happens. That's just the way that, Congress and the House, and they deal with all that. But when you get Yellen and Powell both talking, and I think they talk on Monday and Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, or Tuesday and Thursday, whatever it is, everything that they've said already, the market knows. So I think they're just going to be telling the House to raise the debt ceiling and how important it is that they do that. And eventually they will. They're not going to let the government shut down. So that's kind of the economic news for this week. Let's see what else we got. I think, let's see. We went over the SPY, the Qs. All right, let's get into the 6 picks. These 6 stocks, I really think are setting up very nice for the week. We're going to start with Microsoft, a very clear flat top here at 305. After 305, you are in blue sky territory. So with a break of 305, the sky is the limit. This could produce a huge move. So especially breaking out of an area like this that has basically been here for the better part of, let's see, wow, yeah, about 5 weeks or so, this could produce a very, very nice breakout. And I know a lot of traders are going to be interested in this. This had a great bounce off the 50 moving average. And, this looks really, really good. That's why this one's going to be on my watch list. I want to see this for the break of 305 and then, see where it goes from there. I think it's just a matter of time before this flat top breaks. So that's Microsoft. That's my, one of my 6 picks. Now, we have a couple of other ones setting up. FedEx. This one is actually setting up for a put. So if you want to trade options, this is something that broke down so big after earnings. And, they came out and basically just said the next year, the year after that, the earnings are just not going to be what we thought they were going to be. Even with their price increase that they're going to be putting on in January, when we broke this 230 level and this whole gap just went away, where is the downside here? The downside, to any sort of anything is around 160. So, FedEx, once this thing starts dropping, it can really drop. Now, what you would want to see if, you really wanted to wait this one out, is if this regained the 230 area, then maybe you could be looking at a gap fill back up. But I think there's just so much weakness with FedEx right now that this thing can keep dropping. So, FedEx for me would be definitely puts until it proved itself. Until this stock proves itself and gets back over here, for me, this is puts. So that's the second stock that I have on my watch list. Wells Fargo is also setting up really nicely. Now, this is a stock on the daily chart going back, a couple of years. We had a very clear area here, trend line, sorry, a very clear trend line of resistance. You can see it just rejects this spot. We reject it again here. This is kind of when I noticed this area and I drew this out. So this isn't something I just drew out today, but I did come back to it because when you revisit some, charts that are starting to set up nice, I still have some of my technical analysis that I've done in the past. So, this stock used to be 54s, 60s, even higher than that. This is setting up very nice. We broke this kind of resistance, came back down, regained it. And, just a month ago, you were at around $51. This has the potential. It's got the momentum. The banking stocks in general have a lot of momentum behind them right now, with the treasury yields going up, the Fed saying they're going to be raising interest rates in a year from now. This is good news for banking stocks, for all financials. And I'm currently in Citibank options, and I will be considering Wells Fargo as well, because I do like this move back up to 50 and then see where it goes from there. So Wells Fargo, that's why that one's on my watch list. And then Uber, this one has had a heck of a move. From the lows here of 38, just this previous week, because they came out and said that they saw the potential for a profit earlier than analysts expected. That's going to make Uber rocket. People want to see this one make money. Now, the only issue I see with this, and that's why I put this here at 50, the 50-51s around this area, you have a ton. Basically, the entire year here, I'm just going to box this out. So what this is in this box, this is a ton of overhead supply. That's usually not a good sign. And the odds of a rejection are a lot stronger when you're going into all of these people, all of these investors that bought up here. If price gets back and now they see their P&L that was, devastated, they're back to even. They might be looking to get out while they can. This is just a lot of overhead supply, and usually that is a lot of resistance. But I do like the strength behind this move right here. So, and this is one that can continue to go, but let's just see what it does with all of this resistance. Because if it comes up here and rejects, it could be a good spot to even take, some puts on it, especially after such a huge move, for some profit taking, and you could maybe scalp it right there. So here's another one, Zoom Info Technologies. This is looking really great. It has held this 20 EMA on the daily chart extremely well. And when something does that, that means that the stock is super bullish. When you're holding the 20 EMA on a daily chart, and you can see here, it came down to it and closed with my favorite candle. I mean, that is just a very bullish candle. The potential right here for a breakout, a breakout to new highs, a blue sky. This is a great setup. That's why this one's going to be on my watch list. You can see it's been seeing a lot of volume. It's a stock that makes money. This is a good looking chart, a very nice, coiling price action, looking for that huge breakout. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't, but this one is on my watch list, especially with this beautiful candle here. I really, really like that one. So let's see, what else do I have on my, I'm just going to show you guys this one. This is kind of one of those stocks, QuantumScape, that really, really gave us some epic moves towards the end of last year. I mean, just absolutely epic moves. When something like this starts to curl up and makes huge moves like this, I can guarantee you that other day traders are going to be watching it. And, these volume bars are just beautiful to see. So QS, for a more speculative type of trade, is definitely going to be on my watch list, because we have seen when this stock could get going, it can really, really get going. Now, just a couple of other ones. Tesla. Tesla broke out. Now, this one has just shown, I mean, take a look at this. Just beautiful trend line. Very nice accumulation. A breakout on Friday. Very, very nice. Everything about this chart looks really, really, really good. When Tesla starts moving like this, you will see a lot of traders pouring in for, some moves up to 800. It's only a matter of time. Price likes to gravitate towards these even numbers with Tesla. So Tesla is definitely going to be on watch. And look at this move from Snap out of this consolidation. Anytime you guys see a consolidation like this off, off of previous highs. So when something's about to break out, pulls back, comes back to that level, breaks out of that level, and then just hangs around here and just coils, consolidates, accumulation until there's nothing left to accumulate, supply and demand, the demand takes off There's no more supply to give them, so the price goes up. This is a great breakout for Snap. Snap has been one of the nicest stocks of, this past year. I was looking at this stock in the 20s. So FOMO for me, for Snap, is just, I can't even tell you how much I regret not getting into this stock. But every time I look at it, it seems to make the huge move, and it makes it without me. Very frustrating. So that's it. If you were in our Discord, you guys saw, so that's the 6 picks I have, plus a couple of other ones like Tesla and Snap. If you were in the Discord, you saw what I posted. I have some options plays on the table for a bullish week. At some point during the week, I'll go over those. And as usual, I will be in our Discord bright and early tomorrow morning, posting our top moving stocks, the chart breakdowns, what I see, what I like, everything in there to try to make our community, continue to grow and to continue to make that profit. But manage your risk, follow your rules. I cannot stress that enough, and you will take profit out of the market. So that's it for me. Hit the thumbs up for the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I really enjoy making videos like this, and I really enjoy helping people out, because trading is not easy, but trading, in a community with somebody to help you is so much better. So that's it. I'll see you guys back first thing tomorrow morning. Take care.